Whipping around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I...
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America.
Irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 12 yards there and a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice jobs.
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The pass there complete to Sutton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A gain of 6 there on first. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7th. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the carry, it's Muhammad. Room here to run. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tab.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Bird on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Broncos 7. Randy Bullock.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Watson off play action. They'll roll him out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
no gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Not much there, only a yard.
34.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Got a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th and 1.
Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. Beating the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Carolina.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
The 24-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Demir Bird, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Broncos 14. Set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again is Watson. Caught left side by Cobb. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
First down, Denver.
On 1st and 10, Watson steps away to his left. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brought down at the 48-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
First down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Travis Kelsey, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Broncos first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Jacobs incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be a 45-yard attempt.
Kick is good.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
DJ Chark. A gain of 13 yards.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Steps away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
On first down, Muhammad. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Muhammad. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte.
To throw again, Herbert.
Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Muhammad. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
And less than a yard.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Muhammad. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
First down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down.
Made at the 36-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Broncos.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Watson. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
13 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Watson. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it.
Broncos 25.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Herbert on first down now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Demir Bird. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 35, Broncos 25.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The returner, DJ Chark.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
14. 1st down.
From the 50, it's Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The ball carrier.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the run, now Herbert to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Chark set to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Carolina, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they will get a home date next week.